Hello, good morning, happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining me here for another Saints and Angels Oracle deck reading for our week to come. It is Friday the 31st of January 2025. So we're at our final Friday here under our theme for the month of the devil. I don't know about you guys, but I have had quite the devilish month. And I'm happy that I've made it through. Happy we all have, and excited to see what the cards will have in store for us next week for our new theme. But to see that we have this transitional week here where we'll keep the same theme as we do move into February. It's under a new moon. It's under the Celtic New Year now, so we'll have some refreshing energies, I feel, by Friday when we do get our theme for February, that we'll be able to see beautifully how the two are melting into each other. So let this week be a transitory guide and allow the entanglements and the claws, the fish hooks, all these kinds of catch-ups and things that have been annoyances, grievances to us all month. Let yourself know that they're lessening as this week comes through, and much like making it out of the woods at the end of the scary trip or whatever. There's the light at the end. We know we're almost there. We just have a couple more steps to go. So I'll be bearing with it, as I'm sure you will be as well. So super excited to see what our saints and angels would love to give to us for support for this week here. So I think maybe we'll just hop right into it and see what the cards have to say. So thanks for joining. I'm going to walk us through just a little bit of a grounding moment so that we can become a good audience and really work to let go of all of the energies around us from before, calm down, and be able to really be in a good place of receivership to allow the messages from the card to really seep in and accumulate where they might, water what they might down there, and then blossom and bloom later. So I'm going to close my eyes and walk us through a little meditation. You're welcome to close your eyes, or you can relax your gaze gently down past your nose, or if you're doing things, that's okay too. This is not going to be like hypnosis, so don't worry about that. This is more about becoming more present in the moment, not checking out or detaching completely from your place and space in the world, but instead honing down into it more, if that makes sense. So thank you for joining, and get comfortable where you are. Close your eyes down. Allow that gentle draping of the darkness, the closed eyelids relaxing, shutting down the thinking mind, all of the frenetic thoughts, impulses, to-dos and what-ifs and whens. See if you can, a jar full of fireflies buzzing around, and those are your thoughts, your feelings. Hold it out in front of you. Watch them bouncing around. Little buzzes of light, this way and that way, hitting off the jar and into each other, bumping into the cover even. Hold it up in front of your eyes. Watch the thoughts, the energy. Now we're going to count of 3, Uncover that jar and let it go. 3, turning it gently. 2, preparing to pull the lid off. And 1, popping the lid. Maybe even with a breath. Sigh of relief, you see them fly off. Every direction, or maybe one direction. Maybe they fly like a flock of birds soaring. Perhaps they spin around you, laughing. Let them be free. Let your thoughts and energy be free. Take a few cleansing breaths as you let that jar go. Settle down into the moment. Let the breath relax. Take a moment here to feel gratitude, whatever flavor or type comes to you today. And if it's hard to find, try thinking of one person, a pet, a baby, a grandmother. Time and space doesn't matter. It can be a character or a person from your memories even. And let the image of that person, pet, even a place, sponsor that good feelings. Help you to remember and recall the happiness, the joy, the love within you. It's always residing in there, even if you can't just call it up. But when we choose to actively anchor in, to connect thoughts, energy, and soul, then we find, oh yes, I can feel love. I can feel support. I can feel comfort. Let those warm feelings spin around you, wrap around you like a hug or a warm blanket. Breathe in that love and send that hug, that embrace, that feeling of being loved deep down in with the breath, into your heart, into your stomach, into your cells. Give thanks for your breath, for your heartbeat, for all of the fluids and the movement, for all of the workers within you doing great work for you, of you. Breathe that expansive freedom that you felt at the start down into every organ system, every organ, every cell. See them with their own jars lives with their own thoughts and feelings, their own fireflies banging around, needing to release that jar and let them fly free. Take a nice cleansing breath and prepare at your own speed to let each jar open within you and to breathe them out on a beautiful exhale, maybe 2 or 3 even, letting every cell know there is no cell left behind. We have all the time in the world. Make sure every last little glycerin, glinting spot has flown up and out, has been let free. Feel that freedom within you. Breathing for what is breath other than freedom? Air moves freely into us and out of us. So if you still feel a stagnancy, hitching, something caught up, something not quite free yet, show it the way with the breath. Let's take 5 good breaths here together as we prepare. The last one, the biggest and the best yet. Now relax and let your breath return to a normal pace as you feel that effortless, easy freedom permeating through the whole body. Gentle and smooth. Take a moment here again for gratitude and thanks. And if you need a little more, have some for me as I thank you for this beautiful practice, for taking this time for yourself to connect, to work, to connect, to try it out even, to just see what it might feel like. If you could, if you might let yourself. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking this time for yourself. Prepare now to wiggle the fingers and toes. I'm going to ring my bowl here. Let's get ready to open our eyes. Now we'll take the cards out and we'll thank our wonderful saints and angels, our beloved ancestors, ascended masters, God, Source, Mother Earth, fairies, the elementals, all of those beings of higher density and frequency, even those of lower densities with benevolence, positivity, and love within their hearts and souls. We thank you for your audience, for your energy and support. We acknowledge it, we feel and embrace it, and we ask if you could speak through these cards here for this last week to come, January 31st, under our theme of the devil, if you could offer advice, support, or guidance here for this week to come, for the individuals and the collective. We thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now I'm going to shuffle up my deck here. Take it down. One more time. Oops. Oh, they're jumpy, blocky. I think I'll do a cut and an ask. Whoops. Maybe not. Maybe they don't like that. That was strange. Oh my goodness. The love of God. I love this card, and this is a wonderful mention for myself. I'm almost drawn to do a second card. I think I will today. I'm going to give in to that devilish intrigue within me to ask for another guider, not a bunch. Oh, not a bunch. Sorry, I saw those though. Those are for me. Those are for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is it. Okay. God's Love and Activist with Mother Teresa. Wow. So to be an activist through God's love this week, what amazing messages. I feel called to read, and I'm going to. You are guided to champion a cause such as a social issue, a charitable group, or a person in distress. Like Saint Mother Teresa, you can single-handedly make a positive difference in the world. She'll act as your guide in this matter if you ask her for help. Notice which issues arouse your passion and anger, and make a commitment to serve in some capacity to heal those situations. Your soul wants to express itself and make your opinions known. Use your expertise and life experience, such as business skills, writing abilities, or speaking talent, to help along your chosen cause. Donate time or money to related charities and agencies. You'll feel energized by your activism. And I'm going to read love too. God is love, and God is everywhere. Therefore, divine care is surrounding, healing, and supporting this situation. The answer to your question is quite simply love. That's because it's all that exists in truth. By focusing upon God and this caring, you'll find the answers, solutions, and results you're seeking. It appears that you've been struggling to do things on your own. This card is a reminder for you to call upon God for help with everything. Heaven's infinite wisdom has miraculous answers and solutions for you. Don't worry about how your prayer will be answered. Instead, have faith that God's will for you and your loved ones is to be at peace. Your life's purpose involves being a role model for divine love. By meditating upon God before you do anything, you're a reflection of this shining light, which is the best way for you to be a spiritual teacher. By living as an example. Feel God's powerful love in your heart right now, and know that this is the answer that you seek. I really love those two cards. And to see them together, and to remember, even in these points where we're called to be an activist, where, like the card mentions, we feel fueled by interests, intrigue, love, compassion, empathy, upset, anger, injustice, dishonesty, to hearken into the center and to ask for God's guidance, to ask for the best, highest, most harmonious solutions and pathway to activating change, into incorporating change into your own life is such a deep message for me this week. It's such a deep message for all of us, and especially at this time in the world that we're in, to make sure that what we see and that what we are triggered by, called to action within, that we take a moment to reflect and really respond. Why am I called to action about this? What does it tell me about myself? And what really is the true highest good, the best path through in this situation, when I take into account all that are involved? And to truly try to look at things from this all-encompassing view of God's source as to how an unbiased eye or observer would look at the situation. So I'm going to be working to embody this all week long. I hope you will as well. I'd love to hear your reactions, responses. Love to hear how the week goes for you as well. Feel free to send me messages on Telegram or send me emails directly if you'd like to. If you're finding this on YouTube or BitChute, my email's in the description. Thanks for listening, or watching, rather. I hope you have a beautiful Friday, wherever in the world you are, even if it's not Friday today. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next week.